Omo Nigerians, ambassador don't call. We better do where the boss brain. Don't play. I come get it back, and I am very, 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 very mighty, very strong, ready to defend the greatest country in the world, and I'm an ambassador of Nigeria. It no go better for them. See, what I'm about to explain to you now is a classical example of people trying to bring you down, but God disgracing them and elevating you higher and higher. I don't know if you understand. I say this video now is a classical example. This thing that just happened to Nigeria is a classical example of the enemy trying to pull you down, the enemy trying to attack you, the enemy trying to make sure they destroy you, the enemy trying to make sure that they disgrace you, embarrass you, humiliate you, pull you down and expose your nyash. But last, God still turn around and turn the situation to favor you. I'm not going to laugh. That's exactly what we are expressing in this video, because that's what Nigeria has done. And we are not talking about small countries. So people, they try to bring Nigeria down. This is not about South Africa, Ghana. Those ones are too small. They are just scratching, whenever they are trying to do something, it's just like a small mosquito making noise in the ears of Nigeria. That's how Ghana and South Africa are. But we are talking of great countries, countries that have power, countries that have enough structure, countries that can decide today and make things happen in the world. This country has struggled. These countries have struggled all they can to make sure that they limit this miracle that is happening in Nigeria. But it's no easy for them. They don't try this kind way, they go. Use plan B, go. Plan C. Plan A was make sure Nigeria doesn't have a good president. Make sure Nigeria doesn't remove fuel subsidy. Make sure Nigeria doesn't, so that everything will keep going down. That plan failed. The second plan was tell people not to go to Nigeria. Everybody should know that Nigeria is a bad country. Market Nigeria as a war country. Market Nigeria as a useless country, so that everybody will avoid that country. The plan failed. They now moved to the next plan, which was create chaos. Say Nigeria is having genocide. Say Nigeria they buy Christians. Bring all sorts of allegations against them. It work? It work? Answer the question. If it work, tell me that. I saw a video the other day. I think it was yesterday. Many of you must have seen the video where a group of bandits, all those people that are moving around, arresting, kidnapping. I saw a video of them, a group of them in crowd. They catch all of them. I said, this is how you speak. This is how you respond to your enemies. This is how you send a clear message out to the world and make it clear to them that Nigeria means business when the government says we will restore security on this land. We will restore peace. And you see, those countries who are behind the scene, perpetuating all this negative narrative about Nigeria, doing everything in their power to see that Nigeria is dragged to the ground. I don't know how they are feeling now, but I know they are embarrassed. I know they are disgraced. You understand? So guys, today we are talking about economic embarrassment. This is not government embarrassment. This is not Afrobeat embarrassment. This is economic embarrassment. Something that is very, very important, because at the end of the day, if you like, let Nigeria have peace. If you like, let Afrobeat be the best in the world. If you like, let Nigeria have the best football team in the world. Some people are bragging they have qualified for World Cup. You have qualified for the World Cup. How will it benefit your economy? You have qualified for the World Cup. How is it helping South Africa? They say that South Africa's economy right now is as worse as it was in about the 1949. Back then, as worst, yet you have qualified for World Cup. Nigeria did not qualify for World Cup. But have you seen economic growth? Have you seen the kind of economic news that Nigerians are celebrating? Which one is better? Should we be celebrating economic growth? Should we be celebrating growth and progress in the country, or World Cup qualification? Small countries, they don't have priorities. Nigeria prioritizes on economic growth, and that's what we are here to celebrate. And that is a great update that every Nigerian should know and be proud of. This year alone, Nigeria has made history economically in every aspect. You understand? Nigeria has made history in different sectors economically. They have literally shocked the world. Even the football in Nigeria, despite not qualifying for the World Cup, they too have experienced growth because every sector in Nigeria has grown to become bigger, more powerful, and more successful. You get the point? So there are very, very key factors in Nigeria that we cannot talk about Nigeria's economy without talking about them. Despite the fact that this video is about Nigeria embarrassing these people that want to bring Nigeria down, those enemies that want to bring Nigeria down, Nigeria has proven to be a country that is making sure that economically they focus on growth and nothing else. Because this year alone, Nigeria experienced the fastest economic growth in over decades. Like in over decades, 10, 15, 20 years, Nigeria has never experienced this kind of growth, where in the first part of the year, the economy grew. In the second part of the year, the economy grew faster than it was in the first part. And even in the third part of the economy, it still grew faster than it was in the first and the second part. I'm telling you that the report from Bloomberg, I want to be very specific so that people will not say that Ajim is making up things. I want to use the exact words that these people from Bloomberg, these Bloomberg people will not be Africans. So yes, Bloomberg is not African. Bloomberg is the same Americans, the same Europeans, the same white people who are claiming that Nigeria is not good enough. The same people who are claiming that Nigerians should not be happy because their country has bad leaders. Hear what the same Bloomberg people are saying. You understand? They say Nigerian economy is growing quicker than they expected. Nigeria economy has outgrown, is growing faster than the Europeans expected, than the Americans expected, than the enemy expected. They knew. I always say Africans are the ones who are slow. They don't see the future. These white people, these Americans, these Europeans, they see the future, and that's why they take decisions ahead of us. So they had seen in the future, they have seen it that Nigerian economy will grow and will grow very fast, will grow bigger. But now, the economy still shocked them. You understand? By growing even faster than they themselves, they even imagine. So you can go check this on Bloomberg if you think Ajim is making noise here. The Nigerian economy has grown slightly faster in pace than expected in the third quarter. The gross domestic product expanded annually with a percentage of about 3.98%. So the Nigerian GDP growth experienced economic growth, experienced increase of the percentage of 3.98% in the increase of the GDP. You understand? In just 3 months, September, compared to from September. Yes. You know, and the growth in this last part of the year is at 4.2 in the prior quarter. According to data released by the National Bureau of Statistics on Monday, the median estimate of 3 economies in the Bloomberg survey was 3.8. So these people, in their own calculations, in their own normal reasoning, as these white people are using the simulators, the calculators, the statistics, the data, everything they have, they calculated and saw that Nigeria's economy will be growing at the rate of 3.8. But unfortunately for them, Nigeria economy, they can't disgrace them, and it's growing faster than even them expected. It's making more, it's shocking to everybody. And this is what people don't understand. Like, how can this economy be growing so fast despite the challenges? How many countries in Africa can boast of such economic growth? I mean, big countries. We know small countries like Uganda, Somalia, you know, Tanzania, they will always record some kind of increase because any small project that comes into that country, you know, affects the GDP massively in a huge percentage. For example, if you take the Dangote's refinery now and put it in a country like Sierra Leone, let's say Sierra Leone was to be the one that has the Dangote refinery, the percentage growth in their economy will be higher than what Nigeria experienced in their percentage growth because Nigeria's denominator is too big. The denominator is too big. You get the point? So, of all the top countries in Africa, we're looking at South Africa, we're looking at Egypt, we're looking at Ghana, we're looking at Algeria, we're looking at Kenya. None of them are even growing the way Nigeria is growing. As a matter of fact, majority of the countries are rather suffering the effect of sanctions from America. But Nigeria finds a way, somehow, to beat the narrative, to shock everybody, against all odds, against insecurity threats, against all the negativity online, they are still coming out to achieve incredible numbers, outstanding numbers, positioning Nigeria in a strategic place globally, economically. And that's why you see today there are countries like China that will come out to say, no, we would rather defend Nigeria than America because there is a future there in Nigeria. There are countries that will come out today and say, we would rather stand for Nigeria, we would rather support Nigeria. You understand? And that's exactly the indicators that show that Nigeria is actually on the back of something extremely great. They will be there soon. And you want to make sure you're part of it by making sure you're following us on this platform. Because now they bring Bedu with the boss brain. Now they bring updates with Marama. And you cannot miss it for any reason. So smash the like button, smash the notification bell. Come back anytime you're free, guys, because there's always more beautiful and amazing videos just for y'all. God bless y'all. Cheers.